What's up, guys? Hybrid Mongoose here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. And today is a huge deal. Also, I got another camera. So I'm behind on editing the vlogs. I know. I'm going to be putting out a dual Rayquaza raid vlog that's going to be coming out, as well as a dual Giratina raid origin form that's going to be coming out. So I'm sorry I'm behind on that. I want to get caught up this weekend, but some things came up and I was unable to do what I wanted to do. So there's going to be one video is the last GoPro footage, and then the next video is going to be the Canon GX7 Mark II. And then I realized, shout out to Dead Guy Plays, link will be in the description below, for helping me out. And he recommended the Canon M50, which is actually the same price. I mean, I think you go back about a year and a half ago, and it was a $900 camera. Now, with the kit lens, it's about $650. So now I have this set up in my studio, or in my office, hooked up to OBS, got the lighting, got the everything. This is gorgeous, and I am like ecstatic that I have this set up now. So this is going to be the new camera that we're going to be using for the news videos for here, as well as out you know, doing vlogging and all that other stuff. So I'm super excited that I got a camera that can now do both. So that's amazing. So no more of this stupid webcam anymore. Super happy now. We got some good equipment, and the studio is looking awesome. You know, the office is looking awesome. So anyway, let's get into the actual news. And the huge announcement is that the Bagon Community Day special move was announced, and that is Outrage, guys. Outrage. I think Salamence before did not actually have any. It did not actually have any two charge moves. It was all one bar longer charge moves. So this actually bumped Salamence to be a very strong dragon type Pokemon. So let's get right into it, and we're going to be looking at a website. You guys know it and love them, the Go Hub. It says Salamence Community Day exclusive move is Outrage. And again, this is a huge deal because now it is ranked as, I believe, the second strongest dragon type Pokemon in the game, which is huge. Also, again, look at this camera. How gorgeous is this camera? Look at, boom, boom. It's still same camera, boom, in OBS. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to like streaming and things as well. I might not be able to stream because I think the camera has a timeout feature, but anyway, I love this camera. I love your camera. Anyway, so let's get back into it. It says, trainers rejoice. Salamence CD exclusive move is Outrage. As shared by Niantic, Salamence evolved during the April Community Day. We'll know Outrage as a special move. Outrage was one thing that Salamence lacked in order to perform shoulder to shoulder with Dragonite as the best non-legendary dragon type attacker. Here's a quick comparison chart of the 3 strongest Pokemon Go dragon types, all using Dragon Tail Outrage as their movesets, built with our DPS TDO comparer. So let's look at the actual chart here. It says Rayquaza DPS 36.11, TDO 1508. Then you have DPS of Salamence 34.97, TDO of 1463, and then you have in third place Dragonite with 33.37 DPS and a TDO of 1577. Now this is actually a huge deal because you know, Dragonite definitely used to be the second strongest, and now Outrage is boosted Salamence all the way up. I am actually sad that I had a 100% IV Bagon that I already have evolved into Salamence, and I'm really kicking myself now because I should have saved that Pokemon for this. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Continuing on, Rayquaza is still the king of dragon types, but Salamence is such a sweet mix of higher DPS and a tad lower TDO compared to Dragonite that we think players won't even care what's on their team. Outrage is simply an amazing moveset for raids, especially combined with hard-hitting moves like Dragon Tail. One one note though, as you will see our Salamence database page, technically Dracometer has a higher DPS in TDO metric than Outrage. Although this is mathematically correct, Outrage is a better performer in raids simply because you can activate Outrage more times than Dracometer on average. When actually that's a big thing as well, especially even for PvP. So I don't know how good it's going to be for PvP, but I know that mostly it's better to have a, you know, 2 charge or 2 bar move for PvP than it is to use anything else. So continuing on, more information about the Bagon Community is available here. So April 13th, this weekend, it's happening, guys. Huge event. So the Fly controversy. Leading up to this announcement, there's a ton of discussion whether or not Salamence will learn Fly or Outrage as its CD move. Fly was a canon and lore-friendly option, with Salamence Pokedex description going as far as saying, by evolving into Salamence, this Pokemon finally realizes a long-held dream of growing wings. To express this joy, it flies and wheels all around the sky, spouting flames from its mouth. We even warned our readers to not overhype Outrage in case Fly turns out to be the CD exclusive move, but we're happy it didn't end up that way. So, huge idea. This is huge. This is gigantic. Now, at this point in time, I will actually say, you know, what are the things you want to do and tips for Bagon Day and Community Day in general. Myself, I like to keep at least 200 Pokeballs in my storage. A lot of times for Bagon, I'm fast catching them. I'm shiny checking and fast catching them. So the chances that I'm running are a lot smaller, because I'll keep walking around and fast catching. And as you guys know, when you fast catch, they really can't run. So having Pokeballs is a good option then. I say having around 200 Pokeballs, probably about, you know, 200 Great Balls if you can spare it, and at least 100 Ultras. Because the Ultras you're only going to really be using for, I mean, you could switch the Ultras, but, you know, running out of Pokeballs is a big concern. And like I said, I mostly try to use Pokeballs during Community Days. I know it sounds crazy, but I have an actually good rate of catching them during Community Day, and I think they have a slightly higher catch rate as well. So Pokeballs might be the way to go. Ultra Balls are definitely the least that you need, unless you are just like, you know, you have a bunch of them already. I would say, you know, in a perfect world, if you had enough storage and everything, you know, having 200 to 300 Pokeballs and about 200 Great Balls, 100 Ultra Balls. Another thing you don't want to forget is incense. Make sure you have incense for the entire event. That way you are set and ready to go. Now I need to check. I can't remember what the actual other features of Community Day are. Okay, I was just double checking here, as you guys can see on the screen, what the actual features were of Bagon Day. We know that Outrage is Salamence only, 3 times catch XP, 3-hour lures, and you know, so you are going to need at least 6 incense for this event. And I would never count incense out, because incense, I have gotten 100% Larvitar during Community Day with incense. Never count out incense out. Always use incense during Community Day. It is a huge bonus, and you get that extra spawn, and a lot of times it's, you know, you can even get those incense shiny spawns. So, you know, run incense the entire time. Other than that, my last tip for you is going to be make sure you actually have, the space. The last thing you need to do is run out of space. So now that we have up to 2,000, you know, storage in total that you can actually purchase, and I'm not saying everybody does, but I'm going to say you want to probably, in the 3-hour window, you want probably 300 to 500 space cleared if you can. I would say 300 to 500 is about the range, 300 at the minimum. I would say, you know, if you're at about 400 or 500, you're probably good, depending on how fast you catch. But if you fast catch like me, you are gonna just, it's gonna be so fast. You're just gonna run right out of them so quick, and you know, the space is gonna just be super fast. Another tip is to use star pieces during the entire time as well. Make sure you have star pieces for the entire event, as well as lucky eggs. Anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys like the new footage, the new camera. I'm excited for the future of this channel and in what we can actually make. So if you dislike this video, go ahead and hit that dislike button. But if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, get subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.